Swear I won't forget this, why do I regret this? In my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless. Sitting up I'm breathless, anxiety's infectious. I feel so defenseless, betrayed and embarrassed. I hate being open, I hate being broken. I feel like an ocean filled up with emotion. Anger ain't a potion, rub it on like lotion. I can feel it soaking, reopen, the scars have awoken. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong.
Hello, my name is Holly. Welcome to the Murder She Shed, where we discuss new cases and rarely heard cases right from my she shed. Check out my channel, and if interested, just make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let me give you a warning that this is one of those horrible child abuse cases that we sometimes cover. If it could be a trigger for you, then I suggest you not watch this one, and I will see you next time. Harry was a typical 2-year-old little boy, always smiling and running around. He was bold, tough, and loved to laugh. He enjoyed playing with his father and siblings. And look at him. He is just adorable. He is the most gorgeous little boy. His sisters and brother is too. I've seen them all. They're all gorgeous children. Ezekiel was murdered in Houma, Louisiana on July 12th, 2022, allegedly by his mother and live-in boyfriend. And then they threw him in the trash like a piece of garbage. Sorry, but his mother is the one that needs to go in the trash because she is just pure trash. Disgusting that a mother could take a little life that she carried for 9 months and could feel him kicking in her tummy, feel the heartbeat, and be able to nurture and cuddle this baby after she gave birth to him, and then walk up to a trash can and throw him in like he was a U7-Eleven cup. I mean, there would not be a big enough excuse in the world to do something so disgusting as this. Ezekiel's mother, Maya Jones, reported that Ezekiel had been abducted by someone driving a gray truck near the 100 block of Mailer Street around noon. She stated, while she was walking with her children, a suspect in a gray truck passed the family, swiped little Ezekiel, and drove away. She had 3 other children between the ages of 5 and 10. She then was reported to have gone to nearby houses yelling that her child had been abducted. Jones told authorities that Ezekiel had on burgundy shorts and a blue and white striped shirt with an orange dinosaur on the chest pocket. Authorities stated that there were numerous inconsistencies with her child abduction story, and she acted strangely. Surveillance images were found of Jones walking with her 3 other children and a baby carrier, but they later learned the carrier was empty. I am sure at this point, little Ezekiel was already dead, and they went for a walk in order to start their lie of abduction. Surveillance images were found of Jones and Robertson, her boyfriend, walking around the area with a black duffel bag with Ezekiel's already dead body inside. Her live-in boyfriend, who is 36-year-old JERMAINE Robertson, has been in and out of the criminal justice system for a while now. In 2009, he pled guilty to a charge of second-degree cruelty to a juvenile. And in 2017, a drug distributing charge. 2005, he was arrested for a hit and run. 2016 felony charges of armed robbery, but accepted a plea deal. A real winner for sure. A man that all women dream about, or to be the perfect stepfather for your children, said sarcastically. Just why would anyone think about dating this man when you have children? After being confronted with the surveillance images at around 6 p.m., Jones then led police to the trash can where her and her boyfriend had dumped little Ezekiel inside of that duffel bag into the garbage. And then she put on a show. She laid down on the ground and squalled and bawled and just made a scene in front of all the neighbors, apparently. I guess she was crying for herself at that point. Who knows? Neighbors reported a history of abuse happening within the home and said the fighting had gotten worse in the past 3 months. Neighbors reported hearing Jermaine Robinson screaming all hours of the night. A neighbor said she called the police several times, with the last time coming just weeks ago during a major fight because one of the children broke Robinson's phone. She said she could hear him screaming and yelling and saying, "Get off the floor." And he kept screaming it over and over for 30 minutes. The district attorney said, "Well, I'll just let him tell you himself." Half a minute clip here.
As far as the prosecution of this thing, this is absolutely a potential death penalty case. We are aware of abusive patterns in the past involving this young child. Some of the stuff that early on investigations show, it just shocks the conscience that this type of abuse would go on. And it certainly would establish that this case is potentially a death penalty case. My office's practice and procedure is to meet with the family. I want the entire investigative report that we can make an educated decision with the families. That is a decision we will make at some point in the future. In all probability, this case will be taken to the grand jury in relatively short order, and I anticipate first-degree murder indictments on both.
Jones's other 3 children have now been placed in the care of their father, who apparently has been fighting for custody of the children for quite a while now. Trey, who is the father, put on his Facebook, "You really don't know how strong you are until being strong is your only option. And I miss you, son. See you on the other side. I know my hands were the greatest, but God's is greater." This is the garbage can Ezekiel was found in, surrounded by balloons and stuffed animals. On the autopsy, all they have reported at this point is there was blunt force trauma to the head. Both Jones and her boyfriend, Jermaine, were arrested on charges of first-degree murder, obstruction of justice, and related charges. During Ezekiel's funeral, hundreds of bikers showed up. Oh, it was beautiful. Very touching. You just have to see this little bitty clip. It's only just a minute long. Here it is.
As Ezekiel Harry's family said their final goodbyes, hundreds of bikers gathered outside the church, there to support Ezekiel's family on the hardest ride of their lives.
See, our heart goes out to the family and big condolences, and we're just coming out to support for whatever the cause is, or whatever the situation, and let them know, hey, we're here to support you.
The riders came from across the country, moved by Ezekiel's tragic death. The 2-year-old boy's body was found abandoned in a garbage can after police say his mother and her boyfriend killed him. It sent shockwaves through the community, who couldn't shake the image of an innocent child, just 2 years old, thrown away like trash.
When a child get killed, this has to happen. Everybody has to show up. Period.
And not just for one day. Mike Willis said that he's been to too many funerals for too many children. He believes that unless we make a big change in our community, tragedies like Ezekiel Harry's death won't stop.
We just got to figure out what we're going to do as a people. Period.
I am absolutely scared of what kind of abuse is going to come out on this case and what was actually done to this poor baby. Considering they are thinking about the death penalty, I think there's more they're not telling us, because in Louisiana, they haven't done the death penalty in a while. So there is some pretty bad abuse going to come out on this little boy. I don't know. I mean, it's bad enough to put him in the trash can, but I think there's more going to come out. I will try to keep you guys updated. I hope that little baby didn't suffer too much. I just really hope that. Hope Jesus took him quick. My prayers go out to Ezekiel's siblings, family, and friends. I can't imagine getting such devastating news. It would be horrific. So I do pray for all involved in this case. And I love you guys, and I'm sorry to leave you with such a depressed note on these cases. I just don't have it in my heart to even do bloopers. I don't feel right doing bloopers. Children are so precious. So precious. And now he's at peace. And that's an amazing thing. All right. I love you guys. Bye.
Till I let go, I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold, 'cause I can't move on till I let go.